Good morning, everyone. Happy Sabbath. Welcome to Margate SDA. I'd like to thank everyone who is in the house for coming, and I'd like to thank our online viewers for joining. My name is Chad, and I am about to give a presentation on the health ministries at Margate SDA. And today is the 24th of July, 2021. And this content of the presentation is as follows. Next slide. So really, these 10 minutes will be devoted to this sharing the vision and the mission of the Margate SDA Health Ministries team. And then I just wanted to spend some time to invite people to join us in serving in this ministry. And then today we'll run through our topic that I hope will be of great interest to you. And then finally, I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek in terms of what to look forward to. So in terms of the vision and the mission, so the vision really tells us the destination, and the mission tells us in terms of how to get there. So the vision I foresee for the Margate SDA Health Ministries is to really empower all of the members of the church and everyone who visits the church with the tools needed to be in their best health. Oftentimes, we get the impression that our health is in the hands of the doctors or the healthcare systems, but really our health is really in our hands. And you know, the healthcare system and the physicians, they do a good job, but most times they serve as our coaches in terms of giving us tips on how to maintain good health. But the health ministries team will try to give everyone the tools that they will use to take care of their own health, to maintain and even to enhance their own health. And then in terms of how to get there, the health ministries teams plan to really focus on educating the congregation, the members of the church, and everyone who visits on creative ways of how to optimize physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, because health really is a holistic entity. It's not just one thing over the other. Everything is important, and the health ministries team wants to do that in terms of empowering you guys on health on a whole. So, what's needed to do this? You, yes, YOU, you, everyone in the church and everyone who's interested in health ministries, uh, can just come, could talk to myself, Chad, or anyone in leadership in the church. Brother Walker is a leader in the health ministries team. Sister Narette Plummer is also a leader in the health ministries team. So you could volunteer yourself and just let us know what your interests are. Don't have to necessarily have a background in health, but if you do have an interest in health, this might be a good way to really get into the health field. So come one, come all, feel free to join us in this ministry. So the topic for today is New Start. I think New Start is very appropriate for today's presentation because due to the pandemic, the health ministries team has not been as vocal over the past year, but today will be our beginning in terms of reintroducing ourselves to everyone. So it's really a new start. However, New Start also serves as an acronym. So New Start is spelled NEWSTART. The N stands for nutrition, and E stands for exercise, W stands for water, S stands for sunlight, T stands for temperance, A stands for air, R stands for rest, and T stands for trust in God. So, uh, in terms of N, nutrition is what we eat and drink. So, you know, and we will, I mean, each point we just give a brief summary, but during the course of the ministry of the health team, we'll discuss how to enhance each of these areas of health. So nutrition really is what we eat and drink and what we don't eat and drink. Very important. We have a lot of options in terms of how to eat in this world, but it's important to focus on the things that are truly important and essential to good health and exclude everything else that's not essential and may even be harmful to our health. Exercise is how we move. Very important in the maintenance of good health. There is the proverb, if you don't use it, you lose it. And the same applies for our physical health. If you don't use the muscles that we have in our bodies, those muscles will become weak, and the weakening of of these muscles may affect us as we get older. So it's important to exercise daily. Water, the best thirst quencher. It's simple, but it's effective. It's necessary for so many functions of the body. The body is at least 60% water, and it's important to rely on water as our thirst quencher, and also as a means by which our kidneys stay functional and the genitourinary system stay functional. So it's important to focus on getting our water in, especially for all of us in Florida or in a tropical area. It's easy to get dehydrated, so it's important to get water as well. Sunlight is our source of light and energy. So sunlight is so important for so many things. I mean, sunlight can improve our mood. Sunlight is an essential part of our being able to get vitamin D from our skin to help to keep our bones healthy and strong. And sunlight is the source of the energy. The food that we eat get energy from sunlight, and we get our energy from our food. So it's so important to get exposed to sunlight. Temperance, what keeps us in check. Again, there are so many things that we can eat, that we can do, but it's our temperance that helps to determine how much of those things we should have. So it's always good to be very moderate in what we do and what we consume. So it's important to be temperate in the things that we do. Air, what we need to breathe. Nowadays, unfortunately, as we rely so much on transportation that emit these pollutants in the air with the wildfires in the West, there is a difficulty in getting clean air, and clean air is so important. So as much as possible, spend some time outdoors. That's a good way of getting the air that we need to get the oxygen that we need to energize our bodies. Rest, what we need to recover. So many of us are busy nowadays. We are working from 9 to 5, Mondays to Fridays. Some of us, we have to work on the weekends, and oftentimes we neglect our rest. And studies have been showing that the more we rest, the better off we are. Recommended number of hours is 7 to 8 hours of sleep per day. And a lack of sleep is almost as if you're driving under the influence of alcohol, studies have shown. So really it's so good to get rest, because that's the way the body gets to recover. And also a Sabbath rest is an excellent form of rest. So consider that as you go through your work week. And finally, trusting God, our best coping mechanism. Sometimes life doesn't go as planned, and in the midst of the storm, it's a trusting God that helps us to get through. So, uh, new start, good guide in terms of good health. So, what to look out for? You know, each Sabbath will provide you with a health nugget that you might see in the announcement section. So, look out for that. Also, these things are not set in stone, but look out for maybe cooking classes in the future, outdoor walks in the park, 5K walks or runs when safe. I know there's some enthusiasm around that idea. More personal ministries presentations like this, and even more discussions during Adventist youth times. And we're open to more suggestions. So finally, we'd like to end with this word of scripture from Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. And it says, Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. So use this as something to guide you as you enter your work week in terms of your selection of foods. All right, so I thank you for your time. and have a good day. Happy Sabbath. Bye bye.